Woo, woo-sa, 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 woo-sa. All right, y'all. I am live. I am live. And in charge, by the way. I'm always in motherfucking charge. But yeah, motherfucking bitches got me fucked all the way up. So I'm about to get into it on my platform since I respectfully, tried to email a motherfucker, reach out behind the scenes to this bitch, sent my email and my real telephone number. I'm not on no fake Fugazi shit. And the bitch pretended like she didn't get that shit, but I'm quite sure she was answering all her other emails and phone calls. Went on her live stream thinking that maybe she might drop the link. Didn't see Nan Leak drop one time until today. And so, like the real motherfucker that I am, I took that motherfucking link and went up there and asked, what's the problem? And just as I suspected, just as I motherfucking suspected, she gaslighted, y'all. She motherfucking gaslighted. Now, one thing, Faith ain't never been no fake motherfucker. I always been a straight shooter. I'm going to give it to you the way I see it. I'm not going to be disrespectful unless you being disrespectful to me. I'm not going to sit up here and say shit out the slide and pretend like I ain't did it. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to say it. And yeah, bitch, it's about you. And that's just how the fuck I roll. Now, she going to sit up here and say that she put out her motherfucking telephone number. She got her email out there and all that shit. Yeah, she got all that shit out there. And guess what? Guess who took advantage of the shit? I did. I reached out to her 3 days ago, the same day that the debacle happened on my channel. The same day. And I even reached out to 2 other female content creators on here, and whether or not they want to vouch for me or not, that is up to them. Maybe they want to stay neutral, and I respect that. But I did reach out to 2 other female content creators, and they know this. I even asked one of them when she didn't respond to my first email, perhaps maybe you might reach out to her and let her know I would like to talk to her. Okay, so don't let this bitch sit up here and lie to you and lullaby y'all asses to sleep like she's some kind of real ass bitch. She ain't real, okay? Because a real motherfucker would have reached out to me. They would have called me. They would have responded to my email when I sent it the first time. Then she gets on her platform and pretends like she's all open and available to talking when the bitch was dodging me. Now, you all pay attention to that little interaction between her and I on her platform. And you see how quick she bumped me off of there? Because the bitch didn't really want to get into it. That's what fake bitches do. You all got to learn the difference between real and fake. And what you witnessed today was fake. And then after I was gone, she want to sit up here and throw out shots. And this was shit that she was thinking about the entire time, y'all. Now she sit up here and she talk about these black men and how they use your personal life experiences against you, to bash you, and to go fugazi on you, to abuse you mentally and emotionally. Yesterday, I did a live stream. Let's get the fuck into it. Yesterday, I did a live stream. I was in a playful mood because it was the 4th of July. I normally don't get all off into my personal business on my platform. And I said that shit yesterday. But yesterday, I was in a playful mood. It was the holiday. So I got to talking about different things yesterday. I talked about the 80s. I talked about different things that we used to do in the 80s. I talked about sex because we all grown and sexy over here. Okay, I don't normally do it, but I did. This bitch took the first opportunity, and this is how you know when motherfuckers get mad at you. The first opportunity they take, they find something that you shared. And this is the same shit that she accused black men of doing, taking shit that you shared and using it against you later. Well, that's what the fuck she did on her platform. Because I playfully talked about a sexual encounter where a guy wanted to be plugged in his ass. And so she thought she would take that little particular incident and use that against me. Well, you're just doing the same thing that you claim the brothers are doing to another sister. Now, mind you, Cluster have shared a lot of her personal life. She shared a lot of her personal life with us. I'm not going to take none of the shit that she shared over here with me or on her own platform and weaponize it against her like she did me. Pay attention to the motherfucker that's messaging. Because like I said, a person can say a whole lot of fly ass shit, but they just talking about it. But in practice, are they really about it? And I would have to say, no, she ain't really about it. Because in practice, she always weaponizes people's personal experiences, how they look. And that's the other thing. She sit up here and talk about how Black men talk about how other Black women look, tear down their personal appearance. First thing she does when she angry, tear down a person's personal appearance. I could tell you how the fuck I really feel about her personal appearance. But I ain't gonna do that shit because that would make me a motherfucking hypocrite like her. So you pay attention to who the fuck you follow. But a lot of you like that shock jock journalism. A lot of you are entertained by the fuckery that you don't even fucking look at what the person is actually doing versus what they're saying. Now, me, I've been on here, like she has even said, for many, many years. My reputation precedes me. She has even said that I have gotten into a lot of back and forths with these Black men on this YouTube. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I've come to the conclusions that I've come to. Like I said, I took a hiatus from this thing a while back because it was Black women who were coming for me. Black women who I thought I was helping coming from my throat. I took a hiatus. And then I came back with a different perspective. While I was gone, I went and I listened to everybody, male and female. So, you know, this motherfucker want to sit up here and spin lies to the rest of you talking about I was only always in manosphere spaces. No, I was in women's spaces. And let me tell you something about that too. Here's my experience, by the way. When I went over to the women's spaces, immediately they were cursing me out, talking about my natural hair, talking about my wigs. They were not welcoming me in the female spaces. But when I would go over to the male spaces and listen and hang up, as she would say all the time, hang upside down like a bat. Right. You're right, bitch. You weren't hanging upside down like a bat, just like you enjoyed going over there into the viper pit and motherfucking getting into it with motherfuckers. Your ass like the goddamn fuckery too, okay? But the only difference between me and you is I'm not going to lie to my audience and act as if I don't enjoy that shit. Yeah, from time to time, Faith enjoys hanging upside down like a bat in the male spaces too. But I don't lie to you and act as if I don't. I don't lie to you and act as if I'm just getting information. Now, you can be interactive or not be interactive. It's up to you, the individual. I ain't here to police your dealings on YouTube. Because guess what? Faith don't pay your internet bills. Who the fuck am I to tell you what the fuck to do? But in hanging around those spaces, I started learning things. I started hearing things. Yes, I heard the misogyny. Yes, I even went to bat plenty of times for stuff that I've heard them saying about Black women. And then I came to the realization. About something. Every time I went in there, windmilling, swinging my arms, cussing motherfuckers out because of some shit that they saying, because of ideologies that they have, and I'm going over into their space, I am expending energy. And so it got to the point where I got smart about it. I stopped doing that shit. And no, motherfuckers didn't give me wrenches on their channel because I'm a yes ma'am. Even with a wrench on their channel, I still go in there and say what the fuck I want to say. And you can play the live playbacks and you will see that shit. I never bitten my tongue, never. So for this bitch to sit up on her platform and try to paint me out to be some sort of yes ma'am, dick over everything type female, and I know the fuck I have not been exhibiting that in no way, shape, or form or fashion over all the years I've been on this motherfucker. How dare you, bitch? Bitch, how dare you? Now you can sit up here and you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of us all of the time. And I'm one of those people that you're not gonna fool. And no, I'm not one of those yes ma'ams. To the point where I'm not a yes ma'am for your ass. I'm not gonna come in your chat room and be your chat room concubine. If I think you're wrong, bitch, I'm gonna hold you accountable. And that's how the fuck I am. That's real. Now, people can disagree with me. I don't give a fuck. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I'm the type of woman, and yes, I am a woman. Real woman, okay? Yeah, I have a job outside of YouTube that I don't depend on these motherfucking YouTube checks, okay? Yeah, bitch, I drive a truck. So the fuck what? And you know, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. These bitches sit up here and talk all this shit about men trying to minimize you and your existence, but then they turn around and do the same motherfucking thing. Now, once again, I am the type of woman, if the shit happens, I will say the shit motherfucking happened. But if nothing happened, then I'm gonna say nothing happened. What the fuck are you talking about? Morning, sweet lady 095, Miss Dow Baratiki. And right, Miss Baratiki, I really don't bother anybody. You know, I'm a live and let live type person. And because I am a live and let live type person, this bitch is trying to weaponize this against me and try to dictate to me how I run my motherfucking platform. Now, there are ways that she run her platform. I keep my mouth shut, because I don't get into telling other content creators how they are supposed to be in their motherfucking platforms. Now, this chick, she did a live stream where she took a snippet off of my marathon stream, and LAR was on here. Now, I told you, LAR and I, we have been dealing with each other for a while, even before me and Cookie had been dealing with each other. Me and LAR had been friends on this YouTube. And I wouldn't say friends, we just YouTube friends. We ain't no friends in real life. I don't even talk to him offline like that, unless it has something to do with content. But nevertheless, even though I don't agree with things he say, and he damn sure don't agree with things I say, and we have bumped head plenty of times, but LAR have never disrespected me in disagreeing with me. Yes, Ms. Dale, LAR is a good dude. He have never disrespected me. Even though he disagreed with me and I disagree with him, we never disrespected each other. And that's what I try to teach over here. Learn to tell the difference. Because, see, you're not going to be able to coexist in this world, let alone on YouTube, without knowing how to interact with the opposite sex. And yes, you are going to hear some shit on here because it's a public platform and everybody got an opinion on this motherfucker. You ain't gonna escape hearing some shit that you don't want to hear. As a matter of fact, I have videos that come up in my mentions that I ain't even checking for. And I'll click on it and I'll hear some shit that I don't agree with. Now, in that moment of me hearing that shit I don't agree with, I got a decision. I got a decision I got to make as an adult, because I'm only responsible for myself. The only person you can control is you. I got a decision. Either I'm going to jump in on the discussion and give my opinion, and whatever happens, happens, or I can leave, block the channel, and get the fuck on with my life. There is no right or wrong answer to that. You're not wrong if you decide to join the discussion, and you're not wrong if you decide to leave. It's all in how you want to deal with the situation. Now, on my channel, this is a woman's space. But what I do here in my woman's space differently from what she does in her space is that I do allow the men to voice their opinion. And it don't even have to be in line with what I think, as long as they not bringing their ass up in here being disrespectful. That's it. That's all you can ever ask for. Now, I don't know how that makes me dick over everything, but yeah, these are the things that she have said. And this is the reason why I came out and did that live stream that day, because I caught the subtle shit that she claimed that she don't do. You go back and listen to her live stream with LAR, and you listen to how she talk about certain pick-me women that allow these men on their platforms to do things and say things to the sisters and blah, blah, blah. That was definitely a shot at me. And see, I don't do the subliminal. That's how real I am. I don't do the subliminal. I Am Pretty Damn Gangster says, my husband and I listen to some of everyone, not because we agree, but because it provokes conversations with us and our friends in real life. Exactly. Exactly. And that's how adults are supposed to conduct themselves. Now, if you so damaged, if you so triggered, if something happened to you in real life, and this is no shot against women who have had real situations, because I've talked to some women that have had some really terrible things happen to them in real life, I would suggest that this is not the space for you. And I'm not talking about just my channel. I'm talking about social media, period. Because no matter where you go on social media, you're going to see some triggering ass shit, because the shit is, goddamn it, it's open to the public. The shit is open to the public. You're going to see some shit you don't agree with. You're going to see some shit that may even trigger you. I'm sorry for you all, for those of you that are just coming in and you caught me already. Because see, I don't play the music and stuff like that waiting on the people to come in. I just get right the fuck into it. But I'll recap real quick. I'm going to be fair and recap. I hate recapping, but I'll recap real quick for you. There's a certain content creator on here making allegations that my platform is a platform for pick-me's that want the last black penis, and that I'm one of those content creators that will allow black men to come into my space and disrespect black women, and that I do it because I want some cyber dick. These are the allegations that have been railed against me, and so I have to defend myself. I was just on the platform with this person, and I heard her saying that if anybody had a problem with her, they don't have to go out and put a video out about her, that they could contact her via email. She says she put her telephone number out there. She can be contacted via the telephone. And so I contacted this person 3 days ago via email. And I have 2 other content creators as my witness because I asked one of them what her email addresses were. I contacted her in the email and left my real telephone number. And I got no response. In Cumulature, I can't work it out with that person because this person showed me today what they really own. Now, here's the thing. Not only did she not respond to me, but now she's trying to position me to her audience as if I did not try to reach out. 2 days in a row, I also showed up in her chat room. The first day, I didn't see a link, and I went to all her pages because I would have also gone on live like I did today when I finally caught a link to try to chop it up with her. But the minute she threw out that bitch word, all gloves was off. Because, bitch, you got me fucked up. And see, the same way you got a mouth hole and you can say some shit, I can say some shit, and bitch, you ain't gonna outscream me. And she soon bumped me off the live stream. So, yeah, she bumped me off the live stream and then went on to say disparaging things about my looks, about my job, about my children. And once again, these are all things that she has criticized Black men for doing. But look how quick she did that. And once again, let's put it all in context. Look what she did it over. She did it over somebody coming to my channel and simply having an opinion. So if she could throw me under the bus just that fast over something that little, I say fuck that greasy, slimy ass bitch. Oh no, it's a Google number. No, and I use the Google number all the time. And that Google number is not attached to my real name or anything. So good luck with that. Yeah, Faith be on her P's and Q's with motherfuckers. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I'm the type of female, I'm the type of woman that I look at things this way. Either it happened or it didn't happen. Now, I have not taken down that live stream. And no, I did not cut it off. I don't know if it was YouTube or StreamYard, but the live stream was actually a 16-hour long live stream. And either StreamYard cut it off at 12 and a half hours or YouTube cut it off. I don't know which one did it. But it was a very long live stream. And no, I didn't take it down. It's still up there. And towards the very end, I think at the 12-hour and 40-minute mark, when LAR was up there, she comes in. And like I said, everybody, you can sit up here and let her try to spin that situation the way she wants it. But here's what actually happened. And see, I'm not sitting up here trying to spin a situation like this shock jock content creating bitch. Because see, I don't create content for shock value to get views. I'm gonna tell you what actually happened. Let's go into what actually happened, shall we? Me, LAR, and Love Wisdom were on the panel. And we were all talking amongst each other like adults about Black male and Black female relationships. Love Wisdom and I were disagreeing with LAR on some of his talking points. LAR was trying to talk to us about why he was feeling the way that he was feeling. And we were all having a very nice back and forth. Cookie decided that she wanted to come up and say something to LAR. I had nothing against that. But when Cookie came up, Cookie was not respectful as everybody else on the panel. Let's just be honest. And I know some of you all love Cookie. I love Cookie too. Like I said, she says a lot of things that's valuable to the female sector. But at the same time, she's snaky as well. And you got to watch that bitch. So she came up being disrespectful, but I let it fly on my channel because it's a woman's space. So she can say what she want to say. I let her get it off because I know that's Cookie. LAR never changed his tone, and she always makes sure that she mentions how soft a tone he has, as if he's being sneaky just for having a even keel tone. You know, that's something else that the men of the manosphere do to the women. Whether your tone be soft or harsh, they're going to demonize you. You did something wrong. Well, apparently LAR did something wrong because he remained calm while she yelled and screamed at him. I wish I could get the last 4 hours, Baratiki. I don't know how to get it. I would have liked to have had all of the stream on there, because then you would have also seen her doing something else. Now, there was somebody down in the chat room, and I kind of think to myself that it might have been intentional, because I know how some of these manosphere men are. I think it might have been intentional. But yes, Cookie has 7 children. Not a crime. Not a crime at all. Somebody posted down in the chat room about an actual story about a woman who celebrated when Child Protective Services took her 7 children away. It was an actual story. Cookie looked down in the chat room and spazzed out on that person for posting or for commenting about that particular situation. Now, I'm not sure if that person meant it to trigger Cookie, but Cookie got triggered and she spazzed out on that person. And when LAR tried to tell her that it was an actual article, she spazzed out on him. Now let's really look at what actually happened. And this is not me caping for anybody. This is me telling the motherfucking truth and what actually happened. Now, everything else, all the underlying shit that we think could have, would have, could have, should have been, maybe, but I'm just going with the facts of what actually happened. Because see, in the court of law, and Cookie loves to use examples of the court of law. In the court of law, circumstantial evidence does not cut it. They're gonna go with what actually the fuck happened. So she actually did spaz out on that person that posted about that story. Now, once again, I suspect that they might have did it to trigger her, and they were successful, by the way. By the way, they were successful. If that's what they were trying to do, guess what? They succeeded because she spazzed out. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. LAR sat up there on the panel, and he 2 times tried to tell her that that's not what that person was about. And then even Love Wisdom, another respected sister in this space, she went and looked up the link. I'm just talking and I'm telling you about what actually happened. And she said, Auntie Cookie, that is an actual article. She said, that is an actual article, Auntie Cookie. Cookie excused herself off the stream, and then we went on. And I didn't think anything of it because it was such a small incident. Now, from this incident, I am being accused of wanting the last penis. Can you guys tell me how fucking unreasonable is this? How the fuck do I want the last penis? Because somebody came up here and we were all having an adult conversation, which you came in and you started yelling and screaming and cussing everybody out. You were the one that were being disruptive. And then when you got triggered by something that you thought was, how can I say, put out against you. Then when you come to find out it wasn't really against you, you excuse yourself off the panel. Then you go on your platform and you demonize LAR, and then you threw subtle shots at me. And now you're sitting up here telling people I want the last penis. Bitch, get the fuck all the way the fuck out of here with your fugazi lying ass. Hi, Viper Sniper. Baratiki, I was not aware of the article until LAR brought it up, and then he emailed me the article, and I was able to read it. And yeah, it was about what, you know, they said it was about. It was not about Cookie, even though that person may have been throwing a subliminal shot. But once again, that shit ain't gonna stand up in the court of law. And I'm like this. To me, stuff like that, if you throw something out there about me, you post an article about truck drivers, women truck drivers being ugly, and you ain't said my name, I'm just seeing you talking about an article and it's a real article, guess what? If the shoe fit, wear it. Now, if I don't see that the shoe fit, why the fuck would I step into that shit? Thank you, sweet lady. Fugazi means fake. Fake ass female. And like I said, the fugaziness continued. Because like I said, she's gonna try to pretend like she was on the up and up when she did her little live stream talking about LAR and subtly talking about content creators that allow men onto their platforms to abuse women mentally, where no abuse actually occurred on my platform in that instance, by the way. By the way, nobody abused anybody. And once again, I'm the type of woman that calls it down, straight up and down. Either it happened or it didn't happen. So, you know, once again, and I said this in my other live stream, I don't want black women running around here, because that's the mentality of these white women, by the way. White women are so fucking entitled that they feel like they can make up scenarios in their head about black men and what black men did to them. A black man can say hello and he made a pass at her. A little black boy, and this is a real situation, I brought this up for a reason. A little black boy is in a grocery store with his mother, his little backpack rubbed up against the white lady, and she turned around and told everybody that he assaulted her. But when you play back the footage, that didn't happen. Cluster is going around here talking about LAR and Mr. Research were emotionally abusing the women in the chat room. But when you go back and play the footage and actually listen to that little snippet of what happened, what really happened, that didn't happen. And then she further tries to make me a villain by saying I want black penis because I allow black men to come here and voice their opinion and get the fuck about their business. Now, I want all of you to go back and find any videos or find any scandal that Faith had been a part of on YouTube concerning Faith trying to get the last penis in this motherfucker. I will personally pay you. I would personally $100 to anybody that could go back and find anything on Faith concerning any of these black men in this motherfucking YouTube sector where I'm trying to get the last black penis. Let's go ahead. Now, if she's telling the truth, she's telling the truth. But once again, I want you guys to be able to recognize a fake fugazi ass female when you see her, and recognize real when you see real. I haven't been in no online beefs. I ain't been on here in nobody inbox trying to get the last dick. All I've ever done is go and put my little opinion out in chat rooms. I come on my live, I do my live streams, and I log the fuck off and go to fuck to sleep and wake up and go to work. Baratiki, he says, is it the end of the world soon yet? I don't know, Baratiki. I don't know. I mean, like I said, these motherfucking sky is falling ass bitches need to get the fuck out my face with they bullshit. Cause I'm the wrong one to fuck with. You're not gonna come and tell me the motherfucking sky is falling. Because see, I'm the type of motherfucker, I'm gonna actually look to see if the sky is falling. And if you have lied to me, I don't fuck with you no more after that. I don't give a fuck how fly I think your shit is. And that's just how the way I've operated on this motherfucker since the inflection of me being here. And I have stopped fucking with bigger content creators than her fugazi ass. Baratiki said, because why would somebody be trying to get the last dick? Exactly. Exactly, Baratiki. And on this platform, that's all I've been preaching. If you go back and listen to what I've been saying, I've been telling black women that the little 20% of the black men y'all fighting over, if you expand your options, you wouldn't be fighting anymore, because guess what? These motherfuckers ain't the last dick on the motherfucking planet. That has been my motherfucking message since I've been back on this motherfucker. But because somebody come in my chat room on my channel, give their opinion, and you didn't like it, and then somebody proved you wrong for being irrational and going off on somebody over something that didn't have shit to do with you, all of a sudden now by guilty by association, because the person was on my platform, I want the last dick. You all, please, somebody tell me, how the fuck did I get implemented in the last dick saga? Because you didn't like some shit you heard, or you didn't like how some shit was done. I tell everybody from the very beginning on this platform. And yes, since she likes to hang out in certain places like a bed, she knows I've explained this plenty of times. I've explained plenty of times that men are allowed to come on my platform and voice their opinion as long as they are respectful. And if she hangs like a bat, she would have known that. And I'm not buying that bullshit she tried to rain down on everybody today, that she didn't get my emails. Because she's getting other people emails that came after me, but she didn't get mine. Bitch, fuck you and your lying ass. And I got no love or respect for you anymore. And those who still want to follow, that's them. But that ain't me. And hey, I still love you too, but I ain't part of that shit, because I can't deal with the fake. Ms. Dahl says, some people think YouTube is real life because that's all they have in life. The rest of us have a life and jobs. Thank you. And you know I have a job, because you see me on my motherfucking job. I'm on my grind every day with my 3 days off, of course. And ain't nothing wrong with people working, by the way. I'm not homeless. I pay my bills. My children are just fine. They're straight doing what they're supposed to do. So I think I'm doing just fine. But once again, notice, I've been on here 40 minutes. And once again, she gives you plenty of content to use against her, by the way. I could go back to many of her videos where she shared some pretty embarrassing things about her life. That'll make you go, girl, what the fuck was you thinking? I'm not going to come here and use that against her like she did me. You fake fugazi ass bitch. Oh, and in real life, bitch, you will get the fuck dragged. And not even God would be able to save you. Because in my realm, I am God, and I will fucking crush your ass. And yeah, I do have a heaven and a hell to send your ass to, and I will make it fucking hell for you getting there. You done fuck with the wrong one. I am not like the rest of these motherfucking bitches scared of your ass. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. I'm not gonna sit up here and lick your little kitty like everybody else. And yeah, you got plenty of them with their tongue out, ready to get to licking, to make you feel better about your bullshit. Now, once again, I do respect the fact that when things went down between you and that other YouTube personality, you did come with the actual receipts. I respected that. Once again, can't nobody tell me the motherfucking sky is falling and I just believe you. I go where the proof is. And I'm here to tell you she did bring the facts. But bitch, you better come better when it comes to dealing with me. Bring the motherfucking facts that I want the last goddamn penis or shut your lying bitch trick ass up. You don't get to sit up here and slander nobody and you ain't got no motherfucking proof except for your goddamn feelings. Because your goddamn sensitive ass feelings seem to be off lately because every goddamn thing trigger your ass. I am pretty damn gangster says I've watched you since I've watched you since I seen you in O'Shea chat. I find you to be balanced and very reasonable. Thank you. I am pretty damn gangster. And that's the thing. She also tried to use the fact that I have a wrench on O'Shea channel and LAR channel. Once again, them niggas gave me wrenches on their channel because I was lighting them niggas up to the point where them motherfuckers kept blocking me every time they saw me coming on their channel. So to keep them motherfuckers from blocking me, O'Shea gave me a wrench. That's the only reason why O'Shea gave me a wrench, because the motherfuckers, he saw the motherfuckers, and O'Shea is fair, by the way. He saw the motherfuckers picking at me in his chat. He saw how they was coming for me, and he gave me a wrench so that I can be protected from the men in the manosphere that were attacking me in his chat room. But if you are bad and you hang out in the manosphere spaces watching, you would have known that shit. But you don't know every motherfucking thing. And that's the thing that I want to impart to everyone today. None of these content creators are perfect. And no, Cookie didn't say that she was perfect, but I'm just going to let you know, because a lot of you will treat these motherfuckers as if they the goddamn last Messiah. And no, she ain't no goddamn Christ killer, because I ain't never ever said I was a motherfucking Christ. But I let my motherfucking work speak for itself. But like I said, if you like the drama, if you like somebody saying some fly shit, Shock Jock content creating and all that type of shit. There are people like her that will provide that to you all day long. And she will also give you some pithy words of wisdoms from her personal experiences that you can relate to, and it will also be helpful. I'm not saying her content is trash, like she tried to insinuate for me, by the way. And like I said, I've experienced something like this before with the Black female sector of YouTube, getting in their feelings when something don't go their way. When the minute you say something that they don't like, they are looking to come for your neck. Oh, I am pretty damn gangster. She lied on you. I can believe it because, see, now that I'm going through the thing with her and I see how she moved, I can believe you. Because like I said, she tried to position in front of her audience that she's this open person. All you got to do is reach out to her. She gives out her real telephone number and her email. All you got to do is reach out. You ain't got to put no videos out, but she go to her platform and do whatever the fuck she want to do. And see, I talked to one of the other ladies, and I'm not going to disclose who they are because I told them I would never do that. And I meant it. But one of the other ladies asked me, well, why did you have to put a video out, Faye? Because the same way this bitch got a platform and this bitch got a mouthpiece and this bitch say whatever the fuck she want to say. See, that's the other thing that I don't like about a lot of women on YouTube. You all get your favorite content creators. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do, say whatever the fuck they want to say. But then the time somebody else come out and say what the fuck they want to say about what they had to say, oh, you didn't have to say what you said, but it was okay when they said what they said. Fuck you too. Like I said, I ain't kissed nobody's ass. The last ass I kissed was the one that I kissed coming out of the womb. And that was the one I was supposed to kiss for bringing forth my life. The rest of you motherfuckers, y'all can kiss my ass, but I'm not going to kiss yours. And that's the way I operate. Exactly. Like who you like. And I'm not even saying, like, there's some people that will still come here and go over there. I'm not going to demonize you if you go back and forth between me and her. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and try to control you. And here's the thing. Now, there are some black men, and this is not a knock against the black men that go to her channel. But those guys on her channel, I notice how they operate. They go, oh, well, I'm just here checking in. I'm going back in the clouds. Scared to say anything. Or maybe, let me correct myself, because maybe they're not scared. Maybe they are respectful of how she run her platform and know that she don't really allow guys to come on there like that. And, you know, if they're being respectful because they know how she operates there, that's cool too. But I noticed that is pretty much the temperature in the room with the guys that go on there. And like I said, that's perfectly fine. Like, I was in her chat room. I was a moderator on her channel. I saw how she ran her channel. I didn't agree with everything, but that's her motherfucking channel and her platform. How she do her shit ain't how I do my shit. Now, when you come on my platform, if you're a male, you got a difference of opinion. As long as you're being respectful, yeah, you can come up here and say what the fuck you want to say. Long as you're not being disrespectful. Now, all this other stuff from people that ain't psychiatrists, by the way, none of you bitches are psychiatrists. Talking about emotionally abusive content and all this type of stuff. Wasn't nobody being emotionally abusive towards you in that instance that we're talking about. And the way that they're talking, you would have thought that a whole lot of emotionally abusive stuff been happening on my platform. But then when you go back and you play all my videos on my platform and you find out it's mostly me talking. Then you scratch your head and wonder, what the fuck was this bitch talking about? Hold on a second. Bayou Bunny says, I'm talking about pretty damn gangster. I don't know what was going on. Hold on a second. Let me go scroll back up. I got to talking and shit, and wasn't even paying no attention to. And that's the other thing. You know, sometimes you can get so far off into talking that you don't know what the hell is going. I didn't see anything else. Well, you know what is nothing. I ain't gonna make something out of nothing. I'm not one to make something out of nothing. So I'm just gonna move on. But anyway, I am pretty damn gangster says people don't trust the process of conversation. Everything is literally end all be all. Exactly. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you can't see what she's saying. Oh, I can't see. If there was something else that was said, I can't see it. But at any rate, like I said, I don't really get off into all the internet beefing and confrontations and shit like that, because people will sit up here and get offended over a goddamn fly dying on their shoe and blame it on you. And I ain't got time for that shit. You know, as adults, we all know how to conduct ourselves in such a way around people that we don't agree with. It's called, at work, they call it conflict resolution. You're not going to get along with everybody you work with. You're not going to get along with everybody in your family, for that matter. You got family members that you tolerate. In this world, you're not going to be protected from people who rub you the wrong way. And as Cookie brought my daughters up in her live chat, I will bring my daughters up in my live chat. And by the way, my daughters are all grown, so they can take it. I've taught them to be emotionally well balanced women, so they're not taking offense to any of these things. And like I said, they also listen to my live streams, and I have had them listening to Cookie as well. Gregory Glass says the real Black community will raise, the rest will be just that. Exactly. Gregory Glass, I try to be a good mother. I try. You know, I make my mistakes from time to time, and it's a learning process. You know, parenting does not come with a manual, but you know, you definitely don't want to strive to be the worst parent. Good morning, Joe. So you know, it's in my opinion that you know, people are allowed to have a difference of opinions. And like I tell my daughters, because my daughters are growing up in a world where they're going to experience lots of people, male and female, by the way, that they're going to not gel too well with. And so I teach conflict resolution in real life as well. BB's vlog, yeah, I can see you. I can see you. I teach conflict resolution in real life as well to my children. And I let my children know, because you're not going to be able to protect not even your children from running across some shit they may hurt their feelings or mess with their sensibilities. And so you teach them how to navigate in this world around other people, and you're going to come across all kinds. So to sit up here and try to demonize somebody because you heard something you didn't like on their channel, that somebody else said, by the way, is that a rational frame of thinking? Is that person being reasonable? These are the things that you have to ask yourself before you start propping these people up on pedestals. And there are some people who are damaged. I am one of them. Like I said, I was so damaged from the experience that I had on this platform dealing with other Black women that I had to take a hiatus because it really hurt. That was the rub when it was the very people that you thought you were trying to help. We're sitting up here making videos of you that you look like a gremlin, or making videos about your hair weave and your wigs. Oh no, I don't think that you were trying to be disrespectful. And that's the thing, y'all, I don't get triggered by a lot of stuff. I'm not that trigger happy person where I see something and I'm gonna think, oh, this person's gunning for me. The only time I get triggered, like I said, I reserve my energy for real battles. The only time I get triggered is when you really coming for me, like this person did. She really was coming from me, but she didn't even do it respectfully like she claims she do. She did it subtly. And I ain't for that bullshit. Now, like I said, I don't like airing the dirty laundry of the sisterhood because it makes us look ununified. The same way when Black people as a group air our dirty laundry in front of mixed company, it makes us look ununified. Now, when those Black women way back when I first started my channel, a lot of you didn't even know why I stopped coming back on YouTube. A lot of y'all didn't know. But there were a lot of sisters who were gunning for a confrontation from me. They were putting out videos just doing the most. And I did not take the bait because I knew that would cause division. And I didn't want it to appear that Black women were fighting back and forth with one another on this motherfucker. So I chose to ignore. And the shit finally blew over. The shit blew over. A lot of you didn't even know what the hell had happened. Now imagine if I had did something totally different and was confrontational and putting out this video after this video, and y'all would have knew exactly what was going on, and it would not have done a damn thing for the sisterhood. I know love, wisdom, I know. But like I said, I still love all of you. You know, whether you choose to come over here and still go over there. I'm not policing where anybody goes. You know, if you like that, because like I said, she shares a lot of content that is valuable, but she's a fake person in real life. And how she dealt with me in real life, I can never trust her, nor anything coming out of her mouth. Yes, Gregory, it does hurt coming from your own. It does hurt. Like I said, it really don't even hurt me that much when Black men come and attack me and all that type of stuff, because you expect it. You expect it from them. But when it's your own sister doing the same thing over petty shit, like I said, if she could take that one petty thing and make something big out of it and then try to demonize me and my platform, Make it seem like I'm over here trying to get the last dick and they ain't never been my MO. Bitch, fuck you. And the hyena horse you rode in on. And I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. Like I tell you guys, when I'm done, I'm done. Not saying that I think she gives a damn. I really don't care if she gives a damn. This is for me personally. And see, that's the other thing. People do things wanting a reaction from somebody. I don't even want a reaction from her. I'm just done. I just came here to speak to my audience because somebody tried to slander my name and make it seem like I'm doing something that I am in fact not doing. And no, I can't let it go down like that. That's why the moment I went to her channel and I saw a link, I clicked on that motherfucker. And yeah, she tried to, do that fugazi fake ass shit. Oh, I didn't get your email and all that type of stuff. And then the moment I heard bitch come out of her mouth, oh, the gloves is off. And no, bitch, you ain't gonna out talk me. You ain't gonna out scream me. I ain't even got an expensive microphone, and you still ain't gonna out scream me, bitch. Because best believe, whatever you think you're going to do, all these 10 feet tall giants that you say you slaying, I'm going to be the 10-foot tall giant that's going to put my big 11-foot size sneaker on your motherfucking head and crush your goddamn skull fucking with me. It's just like a little car trying to run up on a big ass truck. 9 times out of 10 in that accident, there will be a fatality. But usually the truck driver is just fine. And I will leave it at that. So try me, bitch. And you notice, if you go back and listen to the stream, how fast she bumped my ass off. But she bout it. Then turn around and want to talk about me after I'm gone, too. Bitch, you're fake, you're phony, and you're weak. And you exposed. And motherfuckers can still follow you if they want to. Like I said, I'm not mad at them. But it won't be me. I'm not going to go in there drinking the motherfucking Kool-Aid. And I'm going to continue to do what the fuck I do. I holla. Right, I am pretty damn gangster. Hella weak. But she tried it. She tried to spin. She tried to spin that weak ass shit. Joe says, I think we all need to take a deep breath and realize that words do hurt. And people need to think about what they say before they say it. Joe, that's when you're dealing with rational people. And also, that's when you're dealing with people who are genuine. People who are genuine and people who are rational think along those lines. But when you're dealing with a disingenuous, irrational person, that's something totally different. And some of us know exactly what we are doing. And see, the same way she says she don't fuck around with old ass bitches, and she happens to be 3 years older than me, by the way. The same way she don't fuck around with old ass bitches that should know better, I don't fuck around with old ass bitches that should know better. Especially the ones that I know better, but they're doing their dirt because they're a dirty ass motherfucker. And so This is where the good Lord, God, lets certain things happen because he is separating the wheat from the tare. And see, the flowers are going to bloom in the good soil, and the weeds will bloom and kill each other off in the bad soil. And I am here today to tell you that I am the flower and that bitch is the weed. But at any rate, I didn't want to make this a marathon stream. I actually do want to get back to my daily routine. I was going to get up and do my daily walk. I was in the middle of the daily walk when I heard some bullshit and had to address it, and it kind of cut into what I was trying to do. So I'm going to have to get out here again. I'm going to do my 30-minute walk. So help me, even though this damn sun is out here and it's probably going to burn the fuck out of my ass. I'm out here in Phoenix. Okay, they definitely, nothing is going to stop me from keeping it moving. But I do want to leave you ladies and gentlemen with this one thing on my mind. I want to leave this one message. I'm sorry. But you have to be critical thinkers. Never take anybody just at their word. You yourself go and do your own investigation. If it didn't happen, then it didn't happen. If it's not true, then that person lied. Just because you like a person don't mean they're not capable of lying to you. And what type of friend are you where you sit up here and you see a person being disingenuous and lying and you don't call them out on it? See, all of these people that are on here that are content creators, they get away with what they get away with because the audience allows them to. So now with that, I take my leave. I'm going to go out here on my daily walk to see if I can find the last dick. I'm out.